Hi guys, George Glinski here from Toe the Line, joined today by Rob Boardman. Rob, how you doing, mate?
Hi, how you doing, George?
Yeah,
Very
all
well,
good.
thank you.
Good man, good man. Obviously, you are the world champion, defending your belt in, 6 days' time. But your combat sports career has been extremely successful outside of bare knuckle boxing as well. I understand a number of very, very big names in the amateurs, and obviously an undefeated pro career as well. Can you talk to me a bit about your career before bare knuckle boxing?
Okay, yeah, well, I started boxing when I was about 12. It's something that my mum talked me into. Basically, I boxed for a few years. I was always jumping up into competition that was more experienced. So when I started off, I was winning 75% of my fights, and then it got to the point where I was experiencing up myself, and then at the age of 15, 16, I won 2 national titles. I ended up going on. I boxed for England a few times against Italy. I fought Groves 3 times in the amateurs as well. I had a close one with Groves twice, but the last time he stopped me, he's an absolute animal. Fielding was another name I boxed twice. I actually beat Fielding last time in the national finals, but I wouldn't want to fight him now. I think he'd do me now, to be fair, so I better shut up. Yeah, I went pro sort of 1920. That was off and on, to be fair, if I'm completely honest about it. I was at the age where I was going out nightclubbing, and yeah, it's a sort of part-time pro, really. But I managed to win 6 out of 6. But I think I could have performed a little bit better on a few of my. I seem to have got better as I've got older. I've grown up a little bit, so.
So why then did you make the switch to bare knuckle boxing? Was it something you'd always wanted to do, or was it sort of a new venture?
Do you know what? I got approached by a couple of people. One of them was my friend. I was doing a little bit of work down Green, and my friend Bob Sprigg, he put me on the phone with Joe Egan, and he was saying, "Oh, you should do this through," and I was like, "Oh, thinking about it." And then I bumped into, and then I found out Mason was doing it around here, obviously local lad as well. And I thought, I've heard it from a few places now, and it's almost like I've got it in my head. Then it's a little sign, So I thought, yeah. So I went and done it through those guys, and we ended up going down to London for the first few, and then this world title shot come about. I went in there. I felt confident. The second one was a little bit sloppy. I wasn't the most well. I remember sitting in the night before with a bottle of night nurse and a handkerchief full of Olbus oil and that. So, but I'm too stubborn to put out when I milk, So if it doesn't really matter anyway. You're gonna fight regardless. I don't think it makes that much difference, but. I was a little bit sloppy, but I watched it back and it was right. And he was a decent lad as well, Ozilek. But Nalda as well. But I trained hard for the Nalda fight. And as I've gotten older, I've started to realise you can't just eat what you want anymore. And I thought, I've got to start being a bit more sensible, being a bit more grown up about it, keep an eye on my diet. So, started drinking smoothies, even bought myself a blender. You know what I mean? I couldn't see that happening like 10 years ago. But you started looking after myself a little bit better, going on the internet and finding out, what to eat, what not to eat, how, is it just asking random questions and, just thinking, I can't be ignorant anymore, I don't care, I've got to be a bit more clued up about this sort of thing. I'll be having a heart attack when I'm like 39. So started looking after myself a little bit better, and then now the fight come up, and I was confident, and I went out there, and I was confident that I was to do what I did that night, and get him out of there and run round, and that's what happened. So. Yeah, fair shout. But fair shout to Naldo, not, you know what I mean? He's a good fighter, and I love watching all of his fights building up to that. So, you know, and he's a nice geezer as well.
And of course now a Hall of Famer, the first Hall of Famer in BKB. So a wonderful moment for Ricky there.
Yeah. He's a tough cookie as well. He is a tough cookie. And yeah, you can't say he's not exciting. You know, he don't. You know, the best thing about him is he doesn't give up either. You know, he's like a little bulldog. He'll fight to the end. You know, until he's ripped right up. You know.
I say a performance which kind of came a little bit out of the blue. Everyone knew you were obviously a very, very good boxer, but to get Ricky out there that quickly, did you notice a sort of change in the fan response at all? A bit of extra fame from that win?
I don't know, not really. Did I notice, if I'm honest, did I notice a difference in the fan response after knocking Ricky Naldo out? Yeah, what fans? I've got no friends, no fans.
Just the missus then.
Yeah, just the missus. Yeah, she took me out for a pizza after that. Yeah, yeah. No, I noticed. I don't know.
No changes.
I don't know.
What was the question?
I haven't. I suppose it's more. It's my fault as well, as I'm not a social media person. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I don't particularly care who's watching me, or you know. Yeah. I'm not going to lie about it. I don't promote myself very well because it's, yeah, you know, most people, yeah, well,
not a social media person.
I'm not a social media person, and I'm not going to change. You know, I'm not going to change who I am. I'm not going to. I would be, if I'm being totally honest, I would be embarrassed to give it the big one all the time. This is me training, this is me doing 70 hours. We just got to be aggressive there. See, that's the thing.
He's ready.
I've done fucking 18 rounds of sparring. I've done this, I've done that. I think everybody knows what people are doing, but I know there's stuff that I do that I don't want to tell everybody because they'll just use that. You know what I mean? They'll use that against me, and that's my own shit that I fought. You know what I mean? I do proper. Sometimes I run on the treadmill backwards, and I spin around, and I go on the side, and I go backwards, and there's something I do, and I got weights in my hand. I come off the back of it, I go forward, I go back, I jump back on it, and then I go backwards. Yeah, no, I tell her, shut up! Constantly taking a piss out of me. She's right though, yeah, I am telling everyone now, yeah, see. I'm Yeah, I know, yeah. Thanks for pointing it out. Like a dick.
Without giving too much away about the master plan and the training behind it, I saw an interview with Robin Black before BKB 17. A lot of fighters took note of this interview. You were talking a lot about short interval training and how important that is to sort of the short, ferocious rounds and the sort of intensity of bare knuckle boxing. Is that something you've carried into this camp against Javier Trujillo as well?
Yeah. I mean, this morning I was doing 100-meter sprints on the sand. We're lucky enough around here that a lot of people don't use is the sand because it's good on your joints. It's good. You've really got it's brilliant for sprinting sand. And so we do a combination and like going back to what we said earlier, looking after yourself a bit better. I've only just started to intertwine going for really short, just nice slow jogs. Just getting the breathing right, just keeping it real, and then the next day, bang, up that hill. Sprint up Brent Knoll around here. Do that one day, and then the next day circuit, and then the next day pads. Someone else, obviously, other things in one session. I'm not going to say too much, obviously, because it's a secret. Yeah. Not you again.
So, Javier Trujillo.
She's kind of like that.
So Javier Trujillo obviously coming in as a short notice replacement. Do you know much about Javier? Have you prepared?
Yeah, I look at him. Do you know what? Right? He's a cool guy, isn't he? He looks the part, doesn't he? I can't take that away from him. He's definitely a face, right? Yeah, I've seen him fight. It's exciting. He's exciting. Yeah. He's definitely got a pair of those. You know what I mean? I've seen him getting a fight anyone. You know, so yeah, fair play with him. I don't think for 1 minute that he'd come in and be fearful of someone like me. You know, coming from Mexican heritage and fighting in the USA, fighting in Japan, he goes over anywhere and he'll fight whoever's in front of them. I respect that totally. And like I say, he sounds like a cool guy. I've heard him in interviews. Yeah, it's hard to hate the guy, which is annoying. But I'm sure I'll find a way on the night, and then then we can have a little chat about it after.
Yeah, something I wanted to discuss off that. I saw it in, I think it was the NetBet documentary. There was a bit of a moment between the Nelder fight where they caught you. You were quite sort of, should we say, in the zone. Very sort of, I want to say, I'm looking for the right word here, but without saying, you were quite het up. Do you know what I mean? You were ready and raring to go. Would you consider yourself, for lack of a better term, an emotional fighter, or would that be the wrong term for you?
I don't know. What would you say?
What's that?
What would you say? Would you say I'm an emotional fighter, like I suffer with nerves, or you know what?
No, I don't think you're an emotional fighter.
No, I'd say I'm confident. I'm confident now. Do you know what? Right, I'll tell you why I'm confident. Because when I went pro, like I said to you, my club, I mean, some fighters when they say, I didn't really train, blah blah blah. I really used to literally sometimes I'd go train like half an hour a couple of times a week, run up a hill a few times. I'd go, oh yeah, that's right, I'm fit, and I'd come home and I'd have a few beers. And that's what I like. And it was literally, I was kidding myself. You know what I mean? I was kidding myself. I was on another planet. As I got older, like I say, I've got 2 beautiful children. I've got an amazing partner. You know what I mean? Got a beautiful little family. I'm so happy that I want to do. I want to do what's right, and I want to look after my family, and I want to put right what I did wrong in the past, which is act like an idiot, and this is it, and I've got an opportunity, and it's like it's like there is a God. He's given me, like I say, a beautiful woman, 2 beautiful boys that make me laugh every day. Well, they all do, especially when this one takes the piss out of me. And I'm thinking, what more could I? I have to fight for that. I have to fight that. I'm trying to. I've just literally, I've gone on my own. I've been trying to build something up for a while. I've gone on my own, a sort of caravan cleaning side of things for a friend. I've just tried to build up a little window round, and finally, like it's getting to the point where I feel like I feel lucky now, and I've put a lot of effort in as well. I have tried, and the proof's in the pudding. If you try and you try again, you can try and fail. You keep trying and trying. Things do happen. Things do happen. So, and I used to suffer from, not want to get out of bed every day and stuff like that. But the thing is, it's yourself that you're your own worst enemy, and once you just got to give yourself a kick up the arse in some sort of thing, and to see, happiness at the end of it. You can't just expect things to happen when you're just not putting any energy or time into it at all, and so
inspirational words there. Wow. Couldn't have put it better myself.
I sort of took it home with me.
So
anyway,
about 6 months it is since we've last seen you in the ring. Is there a particular reason for that hiatus?
Laziness. No. Yeah, just what we were talking about. No, I'm joking. No, we've had a new addition to the family.
Right.
Little baby Ruben.
Uh-huh.
Is he in there?
Yeah.
Is it?
It's all about-
He's in his little door bouncer. Oh, hang on a minute. One second.
Bring him over, mate.
What is it?
Hang on.
Don't bring it.
What? Here.
What is it? Just let-
Yeah, look. It's your little Ruben.
Look at his head through.
Oh, no. Sort his head out then.
Let's go to you and leave you alone.
Oh, he's in his door bouncer, but he's just poked his head. He's just put his head through the loop. It's all right. We're not bad parents.
What wonderful. So
Yeah. So we've had a new recently had a new addition to the family, Ruben Boardman. We had him on the 12th of September. Oh look, yeah, here he is now. Look,
Oh, here we go.
here he is.
There he is.
What do you think? He's cute, isn't he?
Yeah, look at him. Is he going to be a fighter like his father?
Are we
Or?
we're gonna make him smile. Are we gonna make him smile? Go on, lad, smile. Smile.
Like, no, I'm not feeling this.
He's camera shy.
Oh, we put you back now. Go on. Yeah. So that's our new addition to the family, and obviously, he's not sleeping through the night entirely yet, which that's that kind of part and parcel of being a parent, and that's absolutely fine. His oldest brother's 4 as well, so he still wakes up now and again. So we knew it was going to happen. I wasn't going to plan on fighting any earlier because it would have been too stressful. My partner needs me to be there for her. He needs me to go out and come home and be there to take over sometimes. Let her get her head down for a couple of hours if she's tired and stuff like that. Not piss off the training. Then she's absolutely shattered, and accident can happen because she can't function. So it'd be a bit selfish on my part if I was to take a fight.
Exactly. So just choosing.
When she heavily pregnant or just as he was born. So
yeah, just choosing the right time for that one. So yeah, we'll finish it off here, Rob. Thank you so much. It's actually been an excellent interview. Really, really enjoyed this one. Anyone you'd like to thank coming into this fight?
I'd like to thank my family more than anything because I couldn't do it without them, and also I'd like to thank Fit for All. They've done a lot for me, sponsorship wise and PTs. My friend George, my friend Dean as well. I still go to Western Sim. He's a mate of mine. He's always let me use his gym. Just go there for catch up, bit of training. The Pimper now, which is a pub in West Huntsville, they've been helping me out with sort of funds towards petrol and supplements, food, petrol, any kit. So yeah, they've been good as gold. Is there anything else I'm missing?
What?
Sponsorship wise?
No.
If there is, if I haven't mentioned it, I'm sorry. But yeah, no, there's only. Yeah, no, I should get. Yeah. Can you get me a sponsorship from a deodorant company? Yeah. Jesus. You can't spell that, can you?
Right.